Hello everyone, so thank you for everyone who has subscribed. I truly appreciate you and I hope you enjoy making the garments. So today's video, the top, I'm going to be using the Floral, and it says that you should use a 2.5 to a 3mm hook, but I am going to be using a 3.5mm hook. So this top is for medium to large, depending on how you want the top to sit. If you want it to be slouchy like mine, then yeah, it's I call it a medium, but a large can wear it, but it's just going to be slightly tighter. So I am going to, let's see if I can find the middle. If I can't find the middle, I'm just going to have to okay, let's just work from the outside. The rest we shall figure out. All right, so we are going to start this work with a chain of 100. All right, so going to start off with this slip knot and then chain 100 by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is how it's going to look. I've chained 10. Now you need to chain 100, and if you're going to make it larger, I'll put it in the comments or in the description, or I'll just put it on the video on how many you can add more to make the top a bit larger, so that you can make it slouchier if you want. Right, so I have chained 100. Let's come in a bit, and now we are going to make a chain of 3, and this is going to be our first double crochet. Right, so I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3. I was holding on to that one, and now we're going to do a double crochet. So under and then over. So there, this is the double crochet. This counts as the first one, this counts as the second one. So you are going to do double crochets going down the entire row. There will be no changes in this row, just double crochets down the whole row. I'm going to meet you at the end of this row with all double crochets. This counts as row 1. So there, this is how it looks. It's double crochets to the entire row. I have reached the end of the row. I'm going to chain 1. Remember, I've put in a space in here, in this space as well, the last one. I've chained 1, and now we are on to the second row. So now I am going to chain 1, 2 to make it a chain of 3. This counts as our first double crochet, and then I'm going to make 3 more double crochets. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 in total. And then I'm going to chain 1, 2, and then I'm going to count spaces 1, 2. I'm going to skip those 2 double crochets, and then in the third I'm going to make a double crochet, and then I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to count 1, 2, and then do a double crochet. This is how it looks. 4 double crochets, chain 2, skip 2, 1 double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and then a double crochet. So this double crochet counts as 1, so we're going to make 9 more in order to make a total of 10 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we are going to chain 2, chain 1, 2, then skip 2, 1, 2, you skip 2 and you make a double crochet, and then chain 1, 2, skip 2, 1, 2, make a double crochet. This is how it looks. I'm going to show you one more time. We're going to do 10, and this counts as our first double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we are going to, gosh, I don't want to put this here on the floor. We are going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then skip 2, 1, 2, put in a double crochet in there, sorry, and then 1, 2, skip 1, 2, put a double crochet. That counts as 1, so we're going to need to make 9 more to make 10 double crochets. So you're going to do this for the rest of the row. If you're not sure, please pause and go back and look at what I did in order to make the spaces. Don't try to skip the video because you will be confused. So let's finish this second row. I have completed the second row. I'm going to chain 1, so you see where I ended, there were 3. So don't forget to crochet in that first double crochet, which is comprised of the different chains. That counts as 1 double crochet, so don't forget to do it. So I'm left with 3. I chained 1, 2, 3. That counts as my first double crochet. All right, and now I am going to chain 2. I'm going to chain 5. All right, so I've chained 3. That counts as my first double crochet. Now I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going into this space with a single crochet. So I go under, pull over this, and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to skip 2 here. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to make a double crochet in the third double crochet from this empty space. Okay, so that counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now I am coming close to this one, so you have to have 2 left. Sorry, I'm using an old one, that's why you see this thread here. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm left with 2, and here we skipped 2. So after you chain 5, go to the double crochet in the middle, and we're going to do a single crochet by going under and then over, and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and then we're going to do a double crochet, and now we are going to skip this 1, 2, and then in the third do a double crochet. This is what you're going to do when you reach the space where we did the 2 chains, double crochet 2 chains. So just make sure that you are left with these 2, then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a single crochet on top of the double crochet, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then count 1, 2, and then in the third we are going to do our double crochet, make our double crochets, continue with the row until we are left with 2 before the space, and then we chain 5. So I'm going to show you one more time, and then you need to do this for the rest of the row. If you're not sure, please slow down the video or go back. This is how it's looking. So chain 5, we are left with the 2 spaces. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in this space, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then double crochets, skip 2, 1, 2, and then double crochet in the third. So every time you approach the opening, this is what you're going to do, so that it looks like this. I have reached the end of the row, and it ended with 2 double crochets after I have skipped these 2. So now chain 1, 2, 3, that counts as our first double crochet, and then you are going to double crochet in this space, and then now in between here we are going to put 2 double crochets. So you're going to go in 1, 2, and then you are going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then you are going to do a double crochet on top of the single crochet. So double crochet, and then chain 2, 1, 2, then 2 double crochets in the space, 1, 2, and then you're going to continue the row by making double crochets on top of these double crochets. So go in with the double crochet. After I've done that, I like to just push this to the side a little bit because it can be in the middle, just to make the flower look nice. So let's double crochet and move on to the next flower. All right, double crochets, and then we are going to double crochet in this space, the big space. That's 1, 2, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and then double crochet in the single crochet space there on top of it, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and then we are going to go in the space with 2 double crochets. This is how we are going to continue this row. 1, 2, and then we continue with double crochets on top of all the double crochets from the previous. So I'm going to just push this a little bit to the side. The previous row. I'm going to show you one more time. You should be able to continue with this row. All right, so we have reached the flower, and now I'm going to make 2 double crochets, and then chain 2, 1, 2, a double crochet in the middle on top of the single crochet. Now chain 2, 1, 2, 2 double crochets in this big space, 1, 2, and then we continue with double crochets, and then I'm going to just push this a little bit. This is how it's looking. This is how our flower is looking so far. This is a repetitive pattern, and once you get it, you got it. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the row. You continue with the row as I showed you, and then I will meet you at the end of row 3. What we are doing now is row 3. Love it. I want to show you at the end of this row how to do it. So you need to make 2 double crochets. So that's 1. Sorry, I need to chain first. Chain 2, and then 2 double crochets in the big space. 1, 2, and then we are going to make a double crochet in here. All right, this counts as that first, the 1 double crochet. So count stitches 1, 2, and then in the third you are going to make a double crochet, because that counts as 1 double crochet. So this is how it looks this side. All right, if you want, we can actually add just 1 more double crochet in the space, just to make it less confusing. But I mean, this is fine for me. I know that I'm going to crochet over here and connect the 2, but if it's going to be confusing for you, then you can add 1 more here, and then you know from now on this has 2. But yeah, no, if you're gonna be confused and you're a new crochet, just stick to what I'm showing you now. So chain 1, 2, 3, that counts as our first double crochet, and then we are going to move on into the next space with a double crochet, and then continue with a double crochet, and then we are going to put 2 double crochet in this space. 1, 2, and then a double crochet on top of that 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets in the flower. 1, 2, and then continue with the 2 double crochets. Okay, we are continuing with the 2 double crochets. So in this row we are going to make double crochets going all the way to the end. When we get to the flower, we're going to put in 2 double crochets in the space. I'm going to show you one more time now, so that you can continue on the row with just 2 double crochets. So 1, 2 with double crochets, and then on top we are going to make a double crochet, no space left, and then 2 double crochets in the flower, and then continue on and make a double crochet in each double crochet. This is the first of our flowers. If you want the flowers to align, you can literally continue the pattern exactly the way that it is, so that the flowers just go this way. I want my flowers to zigzag around. I just like it like that. So I'm going to continue with the double crochet and do as I showed you when it comes to on top of the flowers. I have reached the end of this row, and now we are going to the next row. So you're going to be repeating this type of row to move the flowers around. If you don't want the flowers to move around, repeat exactly what I did with how much you count starting here. But I want the flower to move around, so I'm going to chain 3. That counts as my first double crochet, and then I'm going to make 10 more double crochets to make them 11. All right. let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, and now I'm going to chain 2 1 2 1 2, skip 2 double crochets, make 1 double crochet, chain 1 2, skip 2 double crochets, 1 2, and then chain. So this is that beginning of the flower. Now we're going to count 10. This counts as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and we're going to do what we did here, chain 2 and then skip 2, 1 double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and then double crochet 10. This counts as 1 2 3. So you're going to repeat this with 10s. We just counted 11 on the first one so that the flower can sit in a proper space. And now you are going to continue and do 10, and then these 2, 10, these 2, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. I have reached the end of the row, and what was left was 10 double crochets. So now I'm going to chain 1 2 3, and then we are going back down the row, and we are going to do the middle part of our flower, which is how we have done it in the previous rows. So you're going to make double crochets going down until you are left with 2 double crochets before the 2 chains. So I'm left with 2 double crochets. I'm going to chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and then we are going to make a single crochet in here. Sorry, I'm using yarn that I already had. Chain 1 2 3 4 5, and then you're going to count 2, and then in the third double crochet you are going to make your double crochets going forward until you are left with 2 double crochets before the flower. This is going to be our pattern. You're going to be repeating the rows. Here we are left with 2, so I'm going to chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, single crochet, and then chain 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2, and then we continue with our double crochets. So this is how we're going to continue with this row. I am going to show you what to do in the next row and in the other row. So what you need to remember is these rows, and then the next row that I'm going to show you, this is 1 2 3 4 5. You need to keep that in mind, the 5 rows, because you work with those rows, 5 5 5 5. So I'm going to chain 1 2 3 4 5, single crochet, chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, skip 2, and single crochet going forward. All right, so this is how it looks. Let's meet in the next row. I have reached the end of the row, and I have chained 3, and we are going to continue the row with double crochets if this yarn does not split. Gosh. All right, so double crochets, double crochet all the way to the flower. And we have reached the flower, and we're going to make 2 double crochets in the space, the big space. That's 1, 2, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and double crochet, double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, make 2 double crochets in the big space, 1, 2, and then continue and chain 8 double crochet in each space, and then I'm gonna push this to the side so that it's sitting the same way it is on the other side. So continue with double crochets until you reach the big part of the flower. I'm gonna show you one more time, then you can continue with the row. I'm here, and now we're going to make 2 double crochets, sorry for the knot, then chain 1, 2, and then a double crochet in the middle here, chain 1, 2, skip 2, 1, 2, sorry, we're not skipping, sorry, we're doing 2 double crochets in here. I'm thinking of the previous row. 2 double crochets, and then we are going to continue. And then I'm just going to push this to the other side. So this is how this looks. I think I've skipped see, oh goodness me, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. No, I didn't skip. I just didn't need to chain so much. 1, 2, and then 2 double crochets. Oh my gosh, why am I getting so confused? What is going on with this row? All right, guys, so let me see where I have done something wrong. I don't think I've made this long enough. So this is supposed to be 5, and I can see that it's not 5. So I'm going to frock it and then come back. But you can see what I did here. So I put in 2 in here, 2 chains, and then 1 double crochet, 2 chains, and then 2 double crochets. And then we were supposed to do that in here, but I'm going to frock it and go back here because this does not look right. Okay, so I managed to correct that, and then I am headed to the end. So we do a double crochet here, chain 1, 2, 2 double crochets, and then we are going to make double crochets going all the way to the other side or to the end. So I just want to push this to the side a little bit so that the flower looks nice. So the next row is just double crochets. We're closing our flowers. I'm gonna go in there, that's the last. So chain 1, 2, 3, and then we are doing double crochet. So double crochet all the way in this row. So in this row you're going to double crochet the same way you did in the other row when you get to the flowers. And there, and then we're going to put in 2 double crochets in the space, closing our flower, and then we're going to put a double crochet on top of that flower, and then 2 in the space of the flower, and then carry on with our double crochet. You're going to do the same thing when you reach all the flowers. 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet on top of this, 2 double crochets, and so forth and so forth. So this is how it's looking. I am obsessed with this pattern. Oh my gosh, let me know if you like it in the comments, please. Continue on this row and I'll meet you at the end. Alright, so we have completed that. Now we need to make the next flower that looks like this one. So I need to do it to my nails. Anyway, so we are going to chain 1, 2, 3. You need to look at the first flowers. This counts as one group of flowers. Okay, so this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, or you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first 4, that is how you're going to mimic. That is the row that you're going to mimic in the next one, if you are also doing the same like me, where you're exchanging the flowers. So we're going to look here and see how many we have chained in the first row, and we've chained 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you need to have 4 double crochets. This counts as 1. We didn't chain, we made 4 double crochets. So this is 2, 3, 4, chain 1, 2, skip 1, 2, a double crochet, chain 1, 2, skip 1, 2, and then 10 double crochets. All right, so this counts as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're starting our flower again. Chain 2, 1, 2, skip 1, 2, then chain 1, 2, skip 1, 2. This counts as 1 double crochet, and then you make 9 more to make 10, and then you start the flower again. You are going to repeat these for as long as you want the top to be. So we've started the flower again, and then we're going to move on to the next row, and then the next row. And then once we've completed this with the row of double crochets, we are going to start again, and then we are going to start by counting how many we've used up here before we got to the space where we are starting the flowers. I'm going to finish this row and show you the next rows, and then the following row you are going to copy this row. So divide them if you need to, or put stitch markers, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, so forth and so forth. So I'm gonna show you the next coming rows. This counts as 1, so I'm going to show you the 3 more rows, and then the other rows you just need to go back on the video for the second part, or the second flower row, and you'll be able to follow along easily. And then we just need 2 panels for this top, and then we'll put together our top. We are coming to the end of this row, and as you can see, to show that we are remaking this first row, there is going to be 3 left. So I've chained my 2, skip 2, 1, 2, 3. Now there's 3 left, like there is when we started this row, because we're starting the same type of row. So chain 1, 2, 3. Let me just turn that up. 2, 3. And now we are repeating the row. So you're going to skip the 2. So that means we need to chain 2, 1, 2. 2, so that's 5. And then we are going to, because we're skipping another 2 to go into here, I said 1 2 3 4 5. So it's a double crochet, sorry, it's double crochet plus 5, since we are working here with the other row, which is 2 2 plus 1. So we're going to go in here with a double crochet. This is the row where you make 5 chains. 1 2 3 4 5. You're skipping the space, skipping 2 to go into the third, and then you continue on the row. You continue with this row, and you are going to check when you have 2 left. That's when you chain 5. Okay, I have 3 left, and chain 5. 1 2 3 4 5. I need to clean my yarn, it's a bit. Okay, 5, and then now we are skipping 1 2 1 2 double crochets, 1 2 space, and then we are going to do a, sorry, we're not doing double crochets. Oh, am I confused? Okay, we are going to go in here with a single crochet. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2, we've skipped that 1 2, and now we go into here with a double crochet. Continue with a double crochet until you have 2 left. Then you are going to make a chain of 5, skip 2 double crochets, skip the space, go in with a single stitch in the middle of the flower, chain 1 2 3 4 5. Go in the middle of the flower with a single crochet, chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Now we continue with double crochet after skipping 2 and skipping 2 double crochets. So this is how you're going to continue with this row. I'm going to show you one more row. Excuse me. Where's me? I'm going to show you the next row to make the third part of the flower, and then the last row to close the flower. So you're just going to repeat the different rows. So I want to show you when you start the next flower. So after you've done a row of all of this, when you start the next flower, you must make sure, now we've done this flower, so now we're going to need to start this flower. So you count here how many. If you have to start the other row on this side, you count how many are at the bottom, because now we are going to do this flower. You see, so the flowers must zigzag, go this way, that way. So it makes it easy when you count that way. I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to show you the next row, and then I'm going to show you the other row last, and then you can continue. If you're confused, you can go back and see how I did this flower after we have done the row of double crochets going all the way, and then we will put our top together. Okay, I am going to do the next row. I have chained 3. That counts as my double crochet. Now I'm going to go into the top of this double crochet. This looks like more than 3 actually. Let's just go back and 1 2 3, turn the work around, and you're going to the 3, and now we're going to make 2 double crochets in this space. We are making our flower, and then you're going to chain 1 2, and then you're going to make a double crochet on top of this single crochet, and then you're going to chain 1 2, and now we go in with 2 double crochets, and then we continue with the double crochets. I'm going to push this over here so it can sit like that, and then we continue with double crochets until we get to the next big space where we do 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then 2 double crochets in the big part of the flower, and then chain 1, 2, and then a double crochet in that space, chain 1, 2, in here 1, 2, and then we continue on with our double crochets. So this is how it's looking. 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then just want to push that to the side a bit to make the flower look better. This is the next row. I have chained 3, and this is the row of completing the flower, and you are going to double crochet in every space, and then when you get to here, because we chained 2, we're going to double crochet 2, and then double crochet on top of that one, and then double crochet 2 or twice, and then continue. So you're going to double crochet all the way, and then in the next space you're going to start the next flower, and like I showed you, you are going to count how many you double crocheted to start before you start the flower. So we are double crocheting all the way in this row, and then we are going to complete our top by making however many rows you want to make. If you want to make it a crop top, you can. If you want to make it a long top, you can. Now we are in the space, and we make 2 double crochets, and then 1 double crochet, and 2 double crochets in the space, and then continue, and then into the double crochet, and we continue with our row. I'm going to continue my other panel and finish. I just want to show you. OMG, I am obsessed. Okay, this is the one panel. I'm going to complete the other panel, and I have made a rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 flowers. 9 rows of flowers. I am obsessed. I cannot. I mean, hello. Okay. I'm gonna complete, and then we will meet to put the final touches on our top. Hi everyone, so this is the 2 parts. I used 2 different colors. Yes, yeah, I like these 2 colors. So I'm going to turn this around. This is the crochet part that we just finished. I didn't cut it off, and I am going to join these 2 together with single crochets from here. So I want the neck to be wide, so I'm going to crochet it from here to here, from here to here. So I am going to go in with single crochets. I'm going to match that in there. And this is going to be the inside of our top. So let me just zoom in so that you can see. Okay, so just gonna single crochet, single crochet to here, I would say, okay, how many now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If I do 15 this side, it's going to be white. Let's just say 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm definitely ending with the 20. Chain 1, and we are going to cut that here. And then you can count 20 the side. You can even turn it around if it's going to make it easier. And you're going to chain 20 here, and then we will do the side of the arm. We are doing the side of the arm, and I wanted the arm to be wide as well, so I am going to crochet on this flower. 2, 3, 4, 5, the fifth row, end of fifth row of the flower, and I'm going to do single crochets this side to close the side. If you want the arms to be thinner, you can just start crocheting at the top. So I'm not going to tie it, I'm just going to carry on with my single crochets. If you want, you can tie it. I'm just going to crochet it in there. So I'm going to do the single crochet, then we will get on to making the arms. Oh, this yarn separates. I love it, but it separates. All right, so this is how it looks. This is the arm. Okay, I am going to do the arm like this, and I am going to quickly show you how you can do this. So we're going to start the arm at the bottom here, and we are going to make double crochets going around. Going to start here, and I'll just make a knot. Knot or knot. Okay, just wanted to make a knot, sorry. We are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we are going to double crochet in the space and then double crochet on top here. So you're going to double crochet going around. Make sure that your double crochets are not too far apart, otherwise it's going to make your arm smaller if it's too far apart, because then it's going to make it tighter. So I like to put 1 double crochet in the middle and then 1 double crochet on the line, like here's on the line, and then I'm going to double crochet in the middle of that row and then double crochet on the line. So I'm going to finish this off line, and then I'll show you the second row. If you want to make the arms longer, you can repeat the rows of double crochets. So let me go finish it off line. Oh my gosh, my finger hurts actually. Right, so the second row I crocheted 3. Now I crochet 1 more because we are going to be skipping some of the double crochet. So I'm skipping this double crochet and making a double crochet in this space, chain 1, skip this double crochet, crochet in this space, chain 1, skip this one, and chain 1, skip this one. So this is how you're going to continue with this row. And then the next row, there's no skipping. You double crochet like we did in every space. So I decided to make 3 rows because I'm just tired. The rest I would have maybe made like 4 or 5. So go on ahead and make the second row, and then you're going to make the third row by doing a solid, and then I'll show you how to do the edge. If you haven't noticed, the edge that I made is my favorite. So go on ahead and do that, and then I will show you how to make the edge. I have done the third row, and now I am going to make the edge. So I'm going in there, make a knot, and we are going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. And now we are going to count and skip 1, 2, and then in the third double crochet we are going to make 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you are going to count 1, 2, and then single crochet in the third. Then you're going to skip 1, 2, and then in the third you're going to make 5 double crochets. This is how you're going to make the edge. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you go 1, 2, and then we're going to make the edge. A single crochet, sorry, there is the single crochet, and then you're going to count 1, 2, and then in the third 5 double crochets, and then 1, 2, single crochet. So you can continue and do that until the end, and then that is it. I might add a pocket, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2. A pocket, I'm just going to do double crochets, and that's it, and then attach it to my top. But yeah, let me do this, finish this off, and then see if I can make a pocket. This is beautiful. Love the colors. I am making the pocket, and I chained 20. I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and then go back in that space with double crochets. So now we are making our pocket, and if we're making a pocket as well, you're going to need a yarn needle to attach the pocket. So I'm just going to do excuse me, double crochets, and I will let you know how many rows I have done for my pocket. I don't want it to be too big, so I'm just going to make it the length that I am happy with. I just love the contrast of this top, and I cannot wait to wear it with like jeans. It's so beautiful. Okay, there, and of course when you reach the end of the row, you're going to chain 3 and then move into the next space. I was going to chain 1 and then move into that space, but I don't know, I don't know about that. But you know what, I think for the shirt to stay intact, I will just do a chain 1 and then go into the space. We have reached the end, and then I'm going to go into that last bit, and then I'm going to chain 1, turn the work around, and then this time you go in here in the first double crochet, because the chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. So continue that way, reach the end, chain 1, turn the work around, start in the first double crochet, don't skip it, and yeah, make the pocket the length that you like. Okay, so I'm going to do the same edge that I did, but I'm going to start right away by going in here with the 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to count 1, 2, and then single crochet in that space. 1, 2, 5 double crochets. 2, 3, my fingers hurt. 4, 5, 1, 2, 1. So let's see, this is how the pocket is going to be looking once attached. 1, 2. So I'm going to finish the pocket off, and then I'm just going to sew it on with a yarn needle. So now that means I can't turn the top around. 1, 2, 3. See how many is left? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still going to make one of the fans. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm going to slip stitch and cut off. So this is the last bit. Slip stitch by going through that and that. Then we're going to cut off, and then I'm going to sew the pocket on. See if I can zoom out and zoom out. This is how it looks, the top. I'm going to sew the top on here. I am obsessed with this top, honestly. Okay, love this pattern. I just wanted to show you, in case you're not sure how to sew on the shirt, you can pin it. Let me just move it over here. You can pin it in place to make sure that it doesn't move around. And then I need to tie that on the top. And then you go underneath, come out, and then go over in there, and then underneath, come out. So you're just going to do this on this side, and then I should have started on the other side actually, so I can come like this. So let me just take that out, but that's how you're going to do it. So I'm going to do it off camera. Oh my goodness, I'm going to do it off camera. So I will just go in and out. Might actually use my 2 hands and then use this one to come out. There it is, coming out. I'm gonna sort that out by taking it inside, and then I'm going to do that again, in and out. I think this makes it easier to see how the pocket is sitting. You can use a smaller thread if you want, like a normal clothes thread. Oh, and I have to bring it out and out. Okay, so that's just how you're going to do that. In and out, in and out. Going to do that. And then I'm going to go right here in the corner and I'm going to do that. Alright, so I'm going to finish that off camera.